on gaming here. So I wanted to go ahead and we're picking up where we left off. Just took a second to make sure that everything looks good for our bit rate, and at least from what I'm seeing, everything looks fine. So we'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead and get into the stream. Alright, so this is going to be part 2 of the Tanta We Trust DLC, and let's get into it. We gotta go ahead and continue scaling this area.
You aren't serious.
Alright.
You're not going over this. Don't tell me you're...
Are you dying? No. Being left here? Absolutely. I refuse to sit festering on the corpse of a nobody from yesteryear.
I'm touched by your concern.
It's interesting how kind of Cuff thinks like that, right? Because, I mean, realistically, this should almost be like a memory, but I guess this is also a full-on possession. So Cuff doesn't want the situation where, of course, if Frey dies, then technically he dies. Well, I guess he doesn't fully die, he'll just rest in her dead body, but those might be pretty much the same thing. Alright. That's them gone. I'm gonna go ahead and get the extra mana. And we'll keep moving. So the thing is, right now I'm trying to get enough mana to get that Prudence level 2. I have no idea, but something tells me there's probably a Prudence level 3 as well.
Stay with me, Talia. We're nearly there.
That extra catch mechanic is pretty cool that she does there. It reminds me of the step-up mechanic that you used to have in Army of Two.
More trouble. Why am I not surprised?
Out of our way. We will kill you if we must.
What if this is what the voice wanted all along?
What could you possibly be battling about there?
Maybe this is what we learned.
Oh, nice.
To do about the grave.
Remember the good old days when you didn't trust anything you were told? That friend would never have chased a strange voice back through time in person.
Tanta, they won't see this coming.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get out of the way of that.
Whoa.
And we're done there. Okay, this has just got nuts. Alright, in a situation like this, the best thing that we can do is probably use shock, because we need to make sure that as many of them are getting stunned as possible. And if we can get away from this area, we probably want to use her ally ability. Take out as many of them as we can. Alright. Many of them as possible that we can take out. Oh, I'm realizing with the ally attack, I should be aiming with those enemies that have been hit by it. I didn't even think about the fact that it works the same way as we were dealing with the other one with the magic shield.
Damn.
Oh, okay. I thought that I would have been able to dodge that, to be honest.
Thanks, Tanta.
Alright. So, benefit. We're at the point where if I can just get them to be stuck for a second, and then she can probably use a bigger attack. Alright. That's another one gone. That's another one gone. She can now use a level 3. Oh, I guess I didn't get a chance to activate it fast enough. Ooh, nope. Ram. Thank you. Take care of that one. Nope. That's that moment where a lock-on can be really annoying at times because you can't see properly. Alright, let's move. Okay, that's not really working, so we'll do this. See, that's that moment lock-on about to get me in trouble. So you always gotta pull out a lock-on because it can get kind of hairy.
Like that.
Just tell me when.
Alright, we'll take that one out. Okay,
Nice.
done.
Let's keep going.
I expect the red egg will have more surprises in store.
It'll take a lot of surprises to stop us.
Not the best performance, but we made
I
it.
believe it would.
I'm really having to get used to the changes in a sense in terms of like spell switching. Since of course we're not using her normal move set, but this kind of crafted one just for the DLC. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get this done. Ha, thanks Max.
Hey, Cuff. You know, I really think Talia and I would have gotten along.
And why is that, pray tell?
She was willing to put everything on the line for the people she cared about, just like me and Cinta.
And you know this how, exactly? Your famous Tanta instinct, perhaps?
No, I just can feel it. I know this is what she would have wanted. So you know nothing about this ceremony we keep hearing about?
Not a sausage, sorry. But I imagine it's suitably poignant and dramatic.
And this theory is based on what exactly?
Oh, I don't know. Call it a sort of patriotic instinct.
Of course it is, Cuff. Of course it is. Let me see about spellcraft challenges. Yeah, so the only one is for this one, and we still have to unlock that ability again anyway, so.
He has a rather
Quite the zealous.
poetic turn of phrase, don't you find?
Sure, if you're into batshit fanaticism.
Exactly. It really is quite the overly zealotous writing. Indeed. Oh, another one of these.
No, no, you're kidding. There is no way that thing survived.
It's not as strong as it used to be, but I wouldn't underestimate it.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on it.
We must escape the flames!
Guys, I'm not messing around. Huh? Like that.
Well, this one doesn't seem to be totally immune to our abilities, though.
Look out, whirlwind!
I can see it, thanks. We're not getting anywhere near that.
Fall back for now!
No. So unfortunately, the only thing we can really do right now is just stay out of his general attack range. Well, because the thing is that you have to watch out for the whirlwinds too. Nope. I thought I dodged that, but okay. Ooh, that was close. Alright.
Now, Talia!
Gotcha.
That's not best yet!
Kinda was, huh?
Oh, right, without the other ability. Uh-oh. I may have actually needed to get more mana. Well, I should be able to make a reason to use fusion attacks in some other situations, though.
Better try to not get fried.
Okay, I guess I was in the middle of shooting the spell, and that's why.
All right.
Alright. Yep, I see it. Ow. Having to fight him in this enclosure is no joke. Okay, he's almost back to full power.
Alright, it seems we have our solution.
Oh, that killed him already? Oh, okay.
That's gotta be all of them. Now for Albacore.
Why do I feel we're being led by our noses?
What do you mean?
Nothing. Come.
Exactly, it's all kind of too easy if you think about it, Frey.
Okay, this is one tall tree. Do not go down.
But please do watch where you step.
So we still don't have enough just yet. Because this honestly looks like we're about to start another fight right here. And we also still have these chests that are down here as well. I think we'll come back up to that one. Because I also want to take some time to find a bit more mana. So let's go ahead and do this part. Because I'm definitely the type of person where I want to kind of run the completionist gambit on this too. So for that, for the sake of that, we need to handle this a little bit differently. So here's a bit more mana, so that's useful. It looks as if 1 and 2 are probably hidden somehow on the inside the castle territory. Oh, now here's something. I didn't know this passage was here. Looks like we might be going in the right direction. Oh, look at this.
We are quite invited here.
So I didn't even know this was here. So we can go ahead and use that to do some damage to them.
Damn!
Alright, let's just stay on the move for a little bit. No. Okay, I should have been able to dodge that, but I don't even deal with that one. Alright, let's move, dodge that one. Nope. I'm not gonna waste an assist on someone like him. Oh, this is unfortunate. But it's another talisman. Dearly departed. So I presume that that means that once you get this trophy, probably once you find all of the kind of like the other people who were in Olas's guard that died, unfortunately. So this is definitely going to be enough mana to do what we need. So this is awesome. Now we just have to find number 2. So let's see where that will take us. We can probably go directly to the area. That's my thought. And we can probably find a way to number 2 if we just look around. Yeah. Yep. So literally that area that I saw once before. Alright. See if we can get rid of them. Oh, wait a minute. I see people that can be removed.
There it is. Got him. Okay. Whoa.
Alright. And who's left? Done. Okay. Force of intruder. Okay.
Nice work, Mom.
Seems they thought their little barrier was Tanta-proof.
So, that actually should be it finally for all of the different things that you need to recover. And now we just need to actually perform whatever is the spellcraft challenge for this one. So the easiest way to do that probably is to come back out here to the map. I'll start by just going to this camp. We'll equip the challenge, and after we've equipped the challenge, then we can kind of go from there. So we need to use fusion magic twice, and there's an easy way for us to be in a good position to be able to do that faster. So what we'll do here is we can change one of these talismans. So this is salvation. We don't really need that. The ally gauge boost is probably the better one. And then the down enemies plus, I kind of have mixed feelings about that one. It's probably not super necessary, to be honest. It's probably better to have stronger ranged attacks, but we'll try stronger ranged attacks later. For now, let's just go find some enemies. I hear people chanting. Let's see here. Oh, so we haven't actually been in this area before, because there's a lot of free mana down here. Oh, look, enemies. Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, actually, downed enemy. Unfortunately, though, I'm a little worried that these enemies are going to die before we have a chance, yeah, to actually fill her gauge. We'll need something a lot stronger. Nothing here. Let's keep moving. Okay, that helps a little bit, but we're gonna need much more on the gauge. Yeah. So we need a big group of enemies, so let's keep looking. This probably still won't be it, to be honest, but at least we can try, right? Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. What's also interesting is it does seem like there's time in this game. And what I mean by that is I know for a fact that we were in daylight when we first started. Unless this is also to show kind of how things are worsening as the realm is changing. That could be what this means. I'm trying to see where there could be more soldier groups, because we need a section with a lot of soldiers. Let's just keep moving, because I know that there were some near the respective places with the chests in the past. So we should wind up coming across some soon. Alright. Oh, here we go. We should be able to definitely fill up the ally gauge here. Alright, that's my fault for getting too caught up. The other thing that I kind of want to see is whether long-range attacks do more to actually fill the ally gauge faster. I think they might be a little bit more useful because I can pelt enemies more with those. Alright. I'm trying not to eliminate enemies too fast. We need that gauge. Alright. So
Let us combine our strength.
there we go. Whoa. So it's literally a large enough explosion to blow me backwards some. But that was nice. That worked out. Okay, so we could just literally sit here, honestly, move away from this area and then replicate this fight, which I think I might just do that, because that would be the fastest way. So we'll just go directly back to that area. I'm hoping this is far enough distance-wise for those enemies to come back. Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, we have an enemy who's knocked down.
Yup.
Alright.
Damn.
Ooh. Nope. Alright. I'll pull back for a bit. Come on, y'all. I need you guys to get this ally gauge up a little bit faster, right? Because I don't want... Yeah, you need to be the one to survive, though. Yeah. Unfortunately, that didn't work. He didn't last long enough. So... let's go back. I'm not about to make a "that's what she said" joke. Alright. So let's go ahead and go back one more time. Try this out again. Okay. I don't even see the enemies. Whoops. That's not what I was trying to do. Well, I'm gonna assume they don't exist anymore. I'm gonna assume that Tanta did her job a little too well. We'll just keep it moving. Okay. I'm just going to run around and do this. It looks like that's at least bringing some points back. I'm not going to use any big abilities because I don't want the gauge to burn down too fast. No kill blows, no nothing. Basically, I'm going to try my best to completely run out everything. And then I'll just do this to try and speed this up too. Yeah, I think this is working because I'm not taking down any enemies too quickly.
Oh, damn.
Alright, we're almost there. Alright. A little bit more. Ah, they got me on that one. Come on, there we go. Finally. Alright. There we go.
Couldn't have done it without you.
Nice. So that is that spellcraft done. And apparently it looks like that was the last one. Awesome. So let's zoom us all the way back up on the map to right here. So if that's the case, we're really close, I think, to being done with the DLC. This becomes a little bit harder, I think, because of how this location works in this case. Because I'm trying to go... There we go. That's almost there, sort of. It took us to the top one, that one. Cool. Alright, we will quickly do a restore health and grab a new supply of healing draughts. And we already know we did these, but just checking one more time. Alright, let's move. So now, no more spellcraft challenges. That is not applicable anymore. Okay, we've already done what we need to do here. Yep, we're ready to go.
Finally. I was worried you might have a change of heart.
The gloaming, what does it do?
It destroys Athia, of course. With the help of a vessel, that's you. And the flourishing tree of offering, like the one you see before you.
What the hell does that mean?
My, has it flourished. Thanks to you. You wouldn't believe the amount of life force this takes. I had feared, despite my best efforts to secure a healthy supply, that there simply wouldn't be enough. But then you two came along, and you started killing all my soldiers. And voila. Death begets life.
Are you saying we helped you?
Oh, yes. And in more ways than one. You were a perfectly adequate vessel before, but thanks to the power you've absorbed, the gloaming will now leave Arthur with deeper wounds than we ever dreamed of. All we need do is await the inevitable. For when the core shines its brightest, the gloaming will come to pass.
I'm afraid we cannot allow that. Your wretched ceremony will fail as we.
Don't mean to challenge me. Then I will show you what we ready are truly capable of.
Fuck, it talks!
Ooh, can I turn into one of those?
How does it conjure up such power?
What's that like?
Best avoided, I'd say.
Okay, now it really seems like we're sitting here and playing the game with Bayonetta, because this is ridiculous.
Something tells me he's not gonna go down easy. Bullseye!
Okay, a two-hit combo pretty much. Oh, okay, so it's possible to crystallize him.
What is this?
Whatever it is, I think we need to stand back.
Basically dodge it. Because he's on some sorcerer's foolishness. Okay.
Never rains, but it pours, huh? Right on the punch.
Look, let's get back.
Shit, oh shit, oh shit! Look out!
Oh, she's got an ally attack ready.
Shield again!
Now we know how to break it.
Sinta, cover me!
Interesting. So it doesn't seem like she can just use the ally strike when she feels like it. Oh, or maybe it's one of those where you have to be within a certain distance. But here's the other thing. It feels like she didn't use it on the right opponent.
The wings! He's doing it again!
Must you
Because I noticed that he didn't get any real damage technique like on him whatsoever. Alright, let's get out of the way of that.
shit.
I think this is one of those move or die moments.
So I'm definitely going to want to have everything out of the way for when I use the ally attack. Because the other enemies just get in the way and confuse the focus for that one. Okay, that's the beam attack. We got that.
I'm right behind you, Talia. All right.
Nope. Nope. Okay, the shield's back. Finally.
Back to the trick.
Alright.
Quickly then. Something nasty's coming. Protect yourself.
Okay, let's pelt him a bit. Let's get as far away as possible from him in those attacks.
Yeah. That won't can.
We'll soon silence him.
We'll dodge these.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay.
Shit.
I think this is one of those move or die moments.
Take a step back. I love how crystallizing him is nigh impossible. Alright. Let's go ahead.
Something nasty's coming. Protect yourself.
I just wanted to see. It does nothing. So yeah, up close attacks are not the thing to use on him. Ooh, okay.
Tanta, cover me. By all means.
Nope. Alright.
Shit.
I think this is one of those move or die moments.
The wings! He's doing it again!
Must you? Really?
Alright.
Yep. Ready for you, Tanta.
This is over!
Okay, let's keep it moving. Ooh, okay, yep. Don't want to get caught by that. Alright, let's get in here, do some damage to him. I love how the killer blows do pretty much nothing to this guy.
I'd say the power is running away with him.
That won't.
Let's just keep an idea on what he's doing first. Okay.
He seems to be rather embracing his beastly side.
Think.
Okay, let me just go ahead, get back. Because we can't do anything until those orbs go away.
Quickly lost your ship.
Then let us feel something against him!
Oh man, he got his health back too. Nope.
Building up to something!
Roger that.
Ooh, okay. Alright. What's he about to do? Oh, that attack. Okay, so at this point, we don't want to have the camera focusing on him. Because the thing is, right now, we have to avoid these orbs. Nope. Alright, we'll dodge that.
Something nasty's coming. Protect yourself!
Can she hit him in time? No.
He seems scarier than before.
Whoa, what the heck?
Get in the air, quickly!
Oh,
Holy shit!
crap.
Shit.
I think this is one of those move or die moments.
Alright. Ooh.
Something nasty's coming. Protect yourself!
Okay. Let's just go ahead, dodge him. And we're going to try and go through the circles, find a gap, and then wait until they start running out of power. Wait a second.
Kidding me?
Jump! You'll know when!
Got it!
Okay, so I went too fast basically. I should have stayed up for longer.
Alright!
Again. Die.
Like that! We're wearing him down! I'm pretty worn down too at this point. Those spike things on his back are glowing.
And they look like they've hurt.
Okay. So those clearly are explosions.
He appears to have lost his mind entirely. Let's hope that means he's forgotten how to
Okay.
fight. Like that!
Okay. So this time we want to make sure
Kidding me?
Jump! You'll know when!
that this time we stay away from the smoke. Okay. So that cancel works. If you do a triple cancel, that'll keep you far enough in the air. This should be it.
Everyone, press the advance!
Oh, seriously? That wasn't it? Alright.
Shit.
I think this is one of those move or die moments.
Alright. Let's just focus on avoiding the circles for right now.
You won't be coming back from this, surely.
Yeah, the guy seems pretty far gone.
There we go.
It's over, Albacore. I thought the gloaming failed. Did it not?
Talia, forgive me. I thought I could save you.
It's okay. Sit. Listen. Something bad is gonna happen. I don't know when. Soon.
Dahlia, it's all right. You don't have to.
When it does, promise me you won't lose hope. You won't. I promise. I'd say it's been a blast.
Dahlia!
So, at least what I'm getting from this, if my brain's working right, is that, of course, everything that we just saw was her reliving a past situation. All of this was more or less supposed to happen, in a sense. Which would mean that the gloaming was actually the releasing of Susurrus. And I guess that does make sense because the cuffs have not been present yet. Like they haven't appeared yet. So yeah, my brain's trying to work through this one because I think that would mean that this released the spirit of Susurrus in a sense. And it gave him his identity back, or at least allowed him to regain some level of his consciousness. Because even with him being split before, I think there was some level of dormancy there. So I guess that the gloaming occurring, that's what gave way to the possibilities of how Susurrus was able to come back. Well, that's a very beautiful ending.
Am I?
Back in your own time.
Did Talia die?
Yes. Her final moments were the beginning of the end. You saw the bird. Thus was Susurrus called forth.
What does that mean? Did Talia become Susurrus?
No. As Aldecor said, she was merely a vessel. And though Cinta tried her hardest, she was not able to prevent his return. His power grew over the years that followed, until Athia faced total destruction at his hand.
Stirring stuff. I'd shed a tear if I were able.
But where did Susurrus even come from? Aldecor couldn't have made him.
Indeed, no mortal could have created such an abomination. Susurrus owes his existence to a far more terrifying power.
A more terrifying power?
Interesting.
I don't even know who I'm talking to. Who are you?
I am one of the Tantas of Reda.
Say what?
Oh.
The answers you seek lie beyond Athia's borders. Come to me. I will be waiting.
Wait, no, wait, just hold on. Can you just... Great. Well, Cuff, I hope you're ready for a trip to Reda.
Home, sweet home. I'm sure the horrors awaiting us won't be too life-threatening. Did I mention how marvelous it was to witness my illustrious rebirth? What a privilege for us both.
Not listening.
Well, now they have me... I was already hoping that we might get a sequel, but now they have me seriously hoping that we'll get a sequel. Because I kind of want to see them visit Reda. I really do. Now, I will say, I wish this DLC was longer. Like, it would have been nice if it was like Frozen Wilds long for Horizon Zero Dawn. But it is what it is. I'm sure with everything that happened following stuff that, quite frankly, initially it was like everything was disbanded. But I'm hoping that with the reception of Forspoken continuing to improve as time goes by, because again, as I mentioned in the first part of my last video, the reality is many people are realizing that this game did not deserve the hate that it received upon launch. It just did not. In no way whatsoever did it deserve that much ire. And so hopefully as things continue, what will happen is we'll get a game that is, well, hopefully we get a sequel, and if we do get a sequel, hopefully it'll just be a refined version of what's already here. It's very clear that the developers are extremely focused on improving this project. This is one of those where you can tell that for the development team, this project is like their baby. It's like it's their child. And so every time they've received feedback, they've done more and more to work on the current version that we have. So honestly, it would be amazing if they were given the time to build the IP properly. I think many people forget that this is a new IP, right? Forspoken is not Legend of Zelda. Forspoken is not, you know, let's say for example Mortal Kombat or any of these other games that have been around for a long time and have had the opportunity to build not only a following but also a fan base, and in addition to a fan base, even a base of code to work off of. This was something where, again, this was a pet project clearly that was kind of thought up out of nowhere, and then they're like, okay, let's see what we can do with it. Now obviously this was based on Project Athia, but the reality is Project Athia, I think expectations versus reality were different. And so they had to work with what they had. Kind of like how things have been with Kingdom Hearts, right? That's why I think now that we're getting, once Kingdom Hearts 4 comes into play, oh, that's a nice ending. I like that. I like that. But once Kingdom Hearts 4 comes into play, of course that means that we're going to get another level of gameplay for that as well. And so I think that's the same thing here with Forspoken, is if we can get to a Forspoken 2, I don't know if it'll happen, but if we get it, then I think that would be a very, very big game changer and probably an upgrade on a lot of things that have happened here. Because what will occur if they decide to do 2 is they will probably move away somewhat from the Luminous engine. Because quite honestly, I will admit, I do not believe that the graphics capability of the Luminous engine stands up to quite a few of the other engines that are possible or usable at this point. So I do believe that they would need to move away from that. But if they could keep the gameplay mechanics that we already have and move those over, that would be insane. Because the fact is, the magic combat system in Forspoken redefines magic combat in the entirety of the RPG genre. It just does. I'm sorry, there's nothing comparable. Not that I've played anyway. But yeah, that's it. So let me go ahead. I do want to see something. I don't see an option to actually change, in a sense, the game difficulty, like for the DLC. I'll probably come back in and check later and see if, you know, you start a new game or something, can you move it up now to like ultimate mode. I know that you can do that now on the original game. So on the original game, we now do have an ultimate mode, and you can start that from the beginning. If you want to start a playthrough of the new game on ultimate, that is there. And the difficulty settings will mirror the settings that we see when we load into the current game that I have. So honestly, I think I can just press continue and it'll probably load it just fine. So, you know, now that's a difficulty that's denoted as not only very hard, but just like all of these base settings. You see how I can't change anything? That's how it works now. I cannot change or differentiate any of the settings that are currently here. So that's one of the benefits now.
Get your act together, will you?
Yeah.
And the difference, of course, with this new difficulty setting, because it's not just very hard mode, it's literally setting it to like an ultimate level of hardness, is that now the way that the settings are combined or crafted, your damage output and everything else basically goes back, or your score goes back to see if I'm right every time you should enter a battle. See, like that. And your power will change based on how much damage you do to enemies, how many attacks you've used, how many things you've kind of set up, all of that.
Right on the money.
So now, for example, my damage should be at its highest possible level. So really what happens is that you go from being at kind of like a halfway nerf damage level to then max damage level. And every time you enter a battle, as you can see, your battle grade is reset. Very nice. And see, look at how little damage I'm doing. The lower that my grade is, basically I'm doing pennies. Like I'm literally doing pennies to this poor guy. It's doing nothing.
Bullseye.
Which under normal circumstances, this kind of attack would do a lot of damage to him.
All right.
See, all of a sudden it's doing a little bit more, a little bit more. So now you might want to sit there and use multiple status effects to bring your grade up, because by bringing your grade up, you'll be able to do more damage, right? And see, all of a sudden, now you can actually do some serious damage to an enemy. Now, as I said before, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the grade reset, because it kind of sucks to have to build it back up, because let's face it, you'll end videos, well, not videos, but you'll end combat sometimes, and yeah, I just don't like the idea of having to actually sit there and build it back up. But I do like the changes to the difficulty. Oh, I do need to show off two other things that I learned about with the upgrades. Let's move back this way. We're almost back to the hut, or refuge. So let's go in here.
This seems like a good place to take a rest, don't you think?
Okay. So these two
Look who's
things,
starting to
I noted in
understand
the previous
Perseus
video
can and can't sleep.
that these are
Rather
new.
a niche skill, I'd imagine.
But so let's find out about these items. What I'm going to do is we'll burn through all of our current healing draughts, and then we'll just refill the other level. Alright. Now, let's go access this new archive entry. So pretty much this is a medicine that can only be crafted by Frey. Cool. But the point is that this one can be used in a pinch because it will resuscitate Frey if she goes near a near fatal injury. This is basically to save your life if you're playing on the very hard mode. That's why they added this in. Then we also have the Storm Shard here, which this one can actually be used to activate break storms. So literally you go into an area where, let's say for example, it's in one of those deep areas, right? In the areas that are really infected by the break. And then you sit there and you activate this, and at least as far as I'm aware, what should happen is it should show up or make show up, I don't know if I said that right. It should make the giant nightmares show up. So let's go ahead and craft a few of these too. The craft requirements are not simple. You'll need the Fervent Bloom, Leaden Bloom, and the Lambent Bloom. But if you've been fighting enough, you should have quite the collection. And so I'm just going to go ahead and make quite a few of them. There we go. And so what I'll do is, it won't be in this video, but in my next video, I'm probably going to try and see if we can pretty much have a showcase of giant nightmare fights. I'm gonna need to do some work though. I need to practice for the giant nightmares. They're no joke. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, since again, focus was to get done with part 2 of In Tanta We Trust, which we did. And so from here, I'm gonna go ahead, save it, and we'll pick it up in the next one. Thanks again for watching. I mean, as always, I'm really thankful that y'all come into this, that people drop in, come to the stream, watch the gameplay, and of course, share any love that they have for Forspoken. But anyway, I will catch y'all in the next one. This has been War on Gaming. Peace.